Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome back to the Souls Speedrun Charity Marathon. I'm HZ Siazin, and I'll be taking over the hosting role from Goofball previously, and a very small intermission from Ash. So thank you very much to those two. And I'm joined here today in a last-minute edition by Danflesh and Regal. And please take it away, guys.
Yeah, so we had a very slightly long intermission due to technical issues, but hopefully it's going to be smooth from now on. I'm going to do all bosses speed run. I perceive this run as like a de-rust for my December cycle, so hopefully it goes not too poorly. So yeah, and also Regal is going to commentate with me, so hopefully he will explain most of the things I can't explain.
Yeah, hopefully.
And just before we start, I want to thank Jess Distressed for your $122 donation that gave us the incentive of Dan having to do the DLC without MoveSwap. And
let's go.
Do it one-handed as well.
I don't have enough stats, but I can level up enough strength.
So best of luck, guys.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I'm ready to start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. We will probably need it. Okay, so we start as Pyromancer with Blackfire Bombs, and yeah, Pyromancer is extremely powerful starting class for speedruns because one, he has Pyromancy Glove, which is useful for spell swapping in order to achieve homeward wrong warps, and two, he has a nice armor set that is extremely useful for A rolls or meme rolls. I still stick to calling them meme rolls, even if it's PvE.
The stats are also not bad for your level ups for Pyromancer as well, although that's kind of minor. You still do need to level up like once to use the Drake Sword early.
Yep. And the first boss of the run is Asylum Demon. I already killed Asylum Demon pretty much identical way in PvP any percent. We just throw fire bombs. That's it. There is also nice strat that's like just rolling forward 3 times. That allows you to pretty much buffer your dodge against certain RNGs. But yeah, you can see my mouse cursor on screen, hopefully, and that is not placed randomly right now.
I was wondering if you were gonna say that or what.
Yeah. So yeah, we are going to use our mouse cursor for prompt swap. Prompt swap is the glitch that allows us to purchase an item that we don't have enough souls for, and also sometimes it allows us to purchase like more of an item that we don't have souls for. But like in this particular case, we're just gonna purchase items that we don't have souls for. We picked up the Pyromancy Glove.
Yeah, you need to go upstairs here just to get the Pyromancy Glove.
Oh yeah, then. Yep. The Pyromancy Glove is... Yeah, the thing is that Pyromancer starts with the Fireball spell, and Fireball is like one of the very few with homeward without being stuck in the animation for too long. Come on, I forgot to do this. I leveled up Dexterity. Nice. Okay, that's what I should have leveled up.
Yeah,
I think it's correct.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need 1 point of Dex to use the Drake Sword, and this is just like a good spot to do it.
Yeah.
Especially because you're about to zero out all of your souls by doing the prompt swap glitch that Dan was just talking about.
Yeah, the thing is, like when you purchase something, you have not enough souls for you still spend souls, but it just
it just takes it.
You end up having 0. Yeah. So pretty much you just
Which is good though, because if you use those souls to level up your Dex, then you don't have enough souls to buy all the things that you need from the merchant, but the prompt swapping allows you to do that.
Yep. So we need to buy quite a lot of stuff from Undead Merchant here, which is throwing knives, reinforced club, short bow, and prompt swap to buy rapier. Most of these items are useful for glitch called move swap that I already showed in Dark Souls Remastered PvP any percent, and many of the runners showed like in any percent of wrong warp run. And I'm not sure, did we have any other DS1 runs yet?
We had SL1.
Oh, SL1, right? You were wrong.
I don't know if you even move swap in Lord of the Rings though.
You do probably. Why would you not?
It's magic, isn't it?
Magic. It's like unmove swap Drake sword into magic.
Oh, on move swap tricks. Okay, that makes sense.
Are you going to do the Taurus demon strat?
Yeah,
here?
I do.
Okay, so this is a pretty cool strat that was found like a year and a half
by
ago.
Milt. Almost found by Milt.
Yeah, almost found by Milt.
And they already got kind of
But
memed.
yeah, it is not completely consistent, especially because of these archers. It might still work here. You might get this backup if Taurus rotates properly. And Dan died. Great.
Unfortunate.
I mean, Taurus did the worst attack. That attack would seem the least bad.
Well,
Let me hide the cursor.
you tried.
Yeah, if I wouldn't get hit by an arrow, like the thing is that crossbowman ruined the setup. Like the setup is timing based, and you buffer your inputs to be at the exact place when the Taurus does the jump attack. And because I got hit by an enemy,
off.
yeah.
And then, but like, even when that happens, depending on like what Taurus does, he can still fall off there. But that follow-up attack that Dan got moves him like the least amount. So he was just like holding on by his toes. And yeah, Dan just like had a difficult roll.
I mean, that's my usual run when I grind.
Yeah.
So, like my every run looks around like that. So this is fine.
Do you have a backup, or are you just gonna fight him now?
Doing backup. I mean, I'm just gonna fight here. What?
Okay.
That hits. I didn't expect this to hit. No, I mean, I like the fight is the same on the refight. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
only quit out.
Is.
Only quit out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even need like to do anything different.
I was thinking of the quit out.
Yeah.
Because if you quit out, it actually delays.
I have a strat
AI.
for quit out as well, because I continue runs if I get the better injury.
Let's get a second try here. Surely this will go well.
Oh yeah, and this is
good
how
start.
it's supposed to look like. Yeah.
Nice. There we go. Perfect.
Well,
Easy.
like the thing is, like, yeah, I just didn't get hit by a random arrow, and it is very
it worked
easy.
perfectly. So like you used to just do that fight and this upcoming thing with gold pine resin, but it was found to be like about 10 seconds overall faster to drop down and pick up that blue tear stone ring, which you're going to use for a glitch later, and skip the resins. But it makes Taurus and this like sketchy. This is probably like the sketchiest thing in the whole run. Luckily, it's at the beginning. Dan's gonna try to cut this tail without any gold pine resin, and it's gonna be a knife and 3 R2s, and the Drake behaved, so he's gonna get through. That can go really, really wrong if the Drake misbehaves, or you just do something slightly wrong. So that's good to see. Get through that.
Yeah, so there's also like a slightly different path thing that have been recently found that saves like half a second. So that was pretty cool. And we are into AI break shenanigans already.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the beginning here.
Yeah, like what I just did is called AI break. So I did quit out in order to like start the AI updates timer, like to make it consistent basically. So I do know when it starts. And what I did, I buffered my inputs in a very specific manner. So I toggle at the same moment when the cycle updates, like the AI cycle updates. And that allows me to fail lock-on. But yeah, actually, what that allows me to do is unload my character from the list. Oh my god.
Wow.
These guys are reckless.
That's
5 jump attacks.
bad, right?
No, why?
Do you not have a bonfire? Do you have a bonfire
No,
anywhere near?
I mean, you just run up the...
yeah,
Take the
but then
elevator.
like the gates
There is a
closed,
shortcut.
too.
There is a shortcut.
Oh, you activated the elevator. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you activate the elevator.
Yeah.
Interconnected world.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
just forgot
again,
you
I
activated
was
the elevator.
supposed... Yeah, if you would actually continue runs after dying to gargoyles, you would know that you activate the elevator. Like I do. So the thing is, yeah, that hollow room, I was supposed to also AI break, like I just did with the boar and other hollows, but I was not able to lock on my firebomb to kill the Balder Knight fast enough.
Yeah. So, like, there's this, like Dan was saying, there's this like constantly running timer of like every 5 seconds the AI updates, like it does a check to see if there's anything around that it can add to the list of targets to aggro onto. And what you do is you quit out to reset that timer to a consistent time, because that resets the timer. And because of that, you can like frame perfectly time your inputs consistently to basically just go invisible on them. But messing up that bomb throw on the Balder Knight kind of screwed up everything.
Yep.
And this is Drake's Sword Gargoyles, which can be annoying. It's not too bad, but sometimes they control. This looks like it's maybe gonna be fine. Messing up that moose swap isn't good.
Yeah.
All right, he's breathing fire, which is good. So Dan's gonna actually like kill the gargoyle, then time a quit out right as the gargoyle is dying before the stable ground of the boss arena gets updated, and it's gonna teleport him right outside of the arena, which also de-aggroes all these hollows, which are right on top of them. So that's just a nice little time save there. And this is called
It's a time
reverse.
to move the cursor. Yeah.
This is reverse hollow room, which is very sketch. We actually do this extra quit out here just to make it like a little more consistent.
Yep.
It's not really fast to do an AFK here, unfortunately, like it is on the way through. But the quit out certainly helps. And this is another quit out to de-aggro enemies going into Sin's Gate skip. You could kill gargoyles later, but it's just like a little bit faster pathing to go ahead and kill them now. And so you just take care of them, don't ring the bell, quit out, and then go straight to SGS here.
Yep. Drake's Sword move swap is pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's not even that slow compared to the Dragon Tooth, and the pathing is like a lot just more optimal doing gargoyles now. It also gives you a bunch of extra souls, which allows Dan to level up his endurance really high at this bonfire right here.
Using left mouse button tech.
Yeah, so he actually has his cursor set in a certain way to level up even faster as well. He's basically doing a D-pad input plus the cursor input at the same time, which levels up extra fast. But you need to make sure you don't level up too much there, because if you go to 25 endurance, you have to you're going to lose a little bit of time. So.
Oh shit.
But yeah, he's in the middle of Sin's Gate skip here while doing all of this, and now he's actually in Sin's Fortress, and he's going to quit out to revert this death cam.
Yep. Luckily, death cam can be just peacefully reverted after quitting out, so that helps. Yeah, Sin's Fortress is like one of the comfiest places in a speedrun because like all the pendulum cycles are like calculated with all
especially
of your
when you do
management.
When you do Sin's Gate skip, you can quit out like at a very specific spot, and then like that makes the pendulums even comfier.
Yep.
Gonna do a move swap here just to just because it's like some downtime as that boulder comes by. And I guess we didn't. Well, we don't really. You explained move swap already. We don't have to.
Did I
go into that? Did you? I think you did.
I didn't. Okay, so basically, move swap transfers running attack, rolling attack, and plunge attack from right hand weapon to the left hand weapon. And in this case, we use rapier for our right hand. moveset, right? The attacks that we want to transfer to our left-hand weapon, and we use bow as a like to execute the move swap, because bow allows for the interaction that like ends up in the move swap. And yeah, the rapier running attack is extremely powerful because it's 2 hits, very close to each other, and all the values, like all the weapon parameters, like poise damage, stamina consumption, damage, everything is transferred from the left-hand weapon. So you end up having extremely powerful attack animation with very strong weapons.
Weapons that are not balanced for having such a fast double hit.
Yep.
But it, like Dan says, it does consume the same amount of stamina, so it wrecks your stamina bar, which is another reason why it's nice to have 24 endurance here.
Exactly. And it is basically like one of the reasons what makes move swap combat a little bit more interesting.
It's very powerful, but it's not like, you know, it makes things mindless. You have to make sure that you land your hits, because if you don't, you are really like selling out. You're putting yourself at risk with low stamina.
And you also need to execute running attacks, which
this is a pretty this is a tough fight actually, because the Drake Sword is not super strong at this point. Like, it's reasonable on gargoyles, but it's not super high damage. Luckily, Iron Golem has a trick to the fight where if you deal 400 damage below his knees, it staggers him. So you only really need to do 400 damage and then another 200 below his knees to knock him down. And if you have him rotated just correctly, he'll actually just fall off the arena and die. So that, even though the Drake Sword, like you saw, wasn't dealing a lot of damage to his overall health bar, you only need to deal 600.
Yep.
But it is a tough
I was using
fight, I would say.
It is very easy to fail.
Yeah.
Actually. It looks way easier than it is to execute consistently.
At least to do it.
I have to shout out Mario and Silico for teaching me the backstep strat properly. Without them, I would not be able to do it so consistently. I had a lot of issues with that strat. Like, it took me ages to figure out like all the interactions that make it work, because I was messing up my positioning and I was not being
it is very much
was not being able to understand why.
It's a timing and positioning thing.
Yeah, it's timing and positioning. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not poise based. It's purely damage based.
Yeah, it's pure.
Are you going to do Namor rafters?
No, I don't do Namor rafters. I mean, I should have apparently, but like, yeah. I definitely would have saved time with doing Namor rafters here.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm not going to do AI break for Batwing Demons just because I'm bad. So
it's really
that
hard
is the
to
reason
do.
why I'm not.
There's a AI break you could do here after Dan does this little thing, where you could AI break like all of Anorlando after this elevator, like the whole Silver Knight Archers, but it's really long, and you have to do it. Trying to control your character while pressing the D-pad over and over is like kind of tough, so.
Yeah, and also
doesn't even save time. It doesn't even save time.
Yeah, honestly. it saves time only on bad RNG.
Right.
Basically.
So Dan is grabbing this bonfire for later and using it as a place to level up strength. So you need 27 strength to two-hand the next weapon he's going to be using for the run, for like basically the rest of the run, which is the Dragon Tooth.
Of the run, yep. So this is a fully melee route. Yeah, like we are going to use only Dragon Tooth from Ornstein Small onward. And yeah, like it's been a very long time since fully melee route was the meta in Dark Souls 1.
No, yeah, but since like 2021, when the whole Gothless like revolution happened, it's been fully melee route.
Yep.
So here's an interesting thing Dan just did here. So he went down to grab the Dark Moon Tomb bonfire for later because we need to kill Gwendolyn. later. But also, we want that elevator to be down because we want to go to Priscilla right afterwards, and it takes forever for that elevator to rotate. So what he did was he jumped up to the next part and quit out, and that sent the elevator back down, which will save time later in the run.
And you look backers in chat.
Yeah, I was wondering if you look back or not. So some people use audio cues.
Look back. Dude, I
don't
gave
like
up on using
looking
audio
back.
cues.
Looking back, I always
I was doing audio cue, but then I just like at one point I was not able to react to the audio cue.
Yeah.
No, I mean I was just losing time all the time, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look back. That's it.
I always get hit by the arrows, or I take slope damage or something. So.
Yeah, I had that. I actually wiggle a little bit on the first on the first part where you look back, because there is a very weird slope sort of interaction.
Yeah, you can take damage from running down the slope.
But here I'm taking the peach bonfire.
Yeah, this isn't necessary, but you know how ONS be.
Yeah, Orstein Smo is like one of the most RNG heavy boss fights in the entire run.
Even with the newer AFK, it's still just like might as well, because the run back is like pretty long.
Yeah, it takes quite a long time to run back, and it takes like 30 seconds to grab the bonfire. So.
But this is
as you get the dragon tooth, can I just say thank you to Vulcan Ryan for a $50 donation with no message. Thank you very much to your donation. All proceeds go to Save the Children, where you can save a child who may be suffering from the common diseases such as pneumonia, diarrhea, malaria, which are troubling to many children worldwide. And your donation will go long distance. Every little helps for these children, so please, thank you for your kindness.
Thank you so much,
Vulcan Ryan, Elden Ring runner.
Yep.
All right, so here is the AFK strat we were just talking about. Now that Dan has his weapon of choice here, it's still like not upgraded, so the Dragon Tooth isn't super strong yet.
Yep.
But with this AFK strat, similar to what we were doing in the Hollow Room, Dan's gonna do this on the boss itself.
So the thing about AI breaks with the fog gates is that you need sometimes to change your setup after the fog gate based on how fast you enter the fog gate.
Yeah.
So here, for example, I had to do the slower setup inside because of the
setups are consistent if you queue up all of your actions perfectly, but you cannot queue up the action of interacting with the fog wall. That just depends on how quickly you interact with it, which can throw the frames off a little bit. So you have to react to it and have multiple different setups, and you're dead. Nice.
Well, I tried to play like as I would play in my actual speedrun, like
that's
play pretty
a
aggressive on a sidestep.
Classic right there.
Yeah, so it's like your stamina management is pretty tight. To punish this.
I mean, you have like a lot of endurance, but it's still like super easy for that to happen.
Yeah, like you have a lot of endurance, but yeah, the entire Smo fight, you fight with like no endurance left because you need to stagger lock him all the time. So when
I think he jumped away and ate the stagger, and then you had no stamina after going for the follow up while he jumps.
Whip the bottom and Siglo.
So we're gonna retry it.
That was a good classic.
It was a good phase one though.
Yeah, it was a very good phase one, like pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
And Smo just was doing Smo things.
Yeah. We get to see the AI break again. That's definitely a slow.
What? Did I not arrow toggle?
I don't know.
Maybe I did.
It's weird when there's no cutscene.
Maybe I got a brain rot and I over toggled left hand too much. That might be the case as well. This is fine. I'm derusting after all, so it's fine. Dude, that was slow again. I didn't believe it.
That was like hard to tell, honestly.
Yeah.
That was like
that was like.
But sometimes it's difficult to make the judgment, and you have to do these like snap judgments. So basically, Dan got it didn't work for Dan there because he made an incorrect judgment on how fast he went through the fog wall. So he chose the wrong setup, which can certainly happen.
Oh my god.
You're getting like you are getting like the
did-
very difficult to tell entrances right now. Like it's like third or fourth frame entrances every time.
I mean, on the last entrance, it was, I think, fast,
That
but
one
I
was
just
fast.
failed arrow
That's
toggling.
fast.
I failed arrow toggling. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's fine.
this might work.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is fine. This is fine.
Perfect. Textbook.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Alright,
I'm not
let's-
gonna punish this time.
Yeah. It's kind of YOLO to try to punish him whenever he jumps
What am
away
I
like
doing?
that, because you have low stamina, and he often will shovel at you after he jumps back, which means you have to punish a pretty tight window, and like it's very easy to miss when he goes with the shovel. So yeah, I think it's correct to not go for that
Yeah.
in a marathon, at least. All right. Well, that's ONS. You got to see a lot of looks at the AI break there.
Yeah.
And now we have access to the Lord Vessel once we throw a knife at Guinevere. Fun fact, she actually has 2 HP. And since Dan cannot wield his bow, if he tried to shoot her with an arrow, it would only deal 1 damage to her. So you want to actually throw a throwing knife at her to kill her in one
It's
hit.
the same thing in SL1 90%. If you lose your
Yes.
RTSR,
Yes.
then
Yeah. In SL1, you can't wield the bow, but you have red tier stone rings, so you deal 2 damage.
Yeah. Insane RTSR power.
And now, so right now we have acquired the Lord Vessel, and we can warp around. And we are going to go on a quest to get more damage. That is kind of like what we're doing in the beginning here, is getting more damage. And we're going to head to Stray Demon to pick up the doll to access the Painted World. We're basically going to get the doll and just taking care of Stray Demon on the way. Even though we're not super strong, like it's just faster to kill him now as we're going to get the doll. And on the way there, we talk to Petrus to buy some stuff for Homeward Wrong Warp later on.
Yep.
And then
By
Dan's
the-
gonna rest at the nest, and you're gonna do the AFK off the nest.
Yeah,
here,
I
right?
will, yeah.
Okay.
So I need to count.
Yeah, he needs to count
1,
breathing cycles here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and on 10 you quit out. At least the way how I count it's on 10, but some people count to 11.
Yeah.
whatever.
So like he's counting the cycles of breathing there to know when to quit out. To then it skips a cutscene, and you can piggyback into this AFK strat for these hollows. So you save about 3 seconds doing this IGT.
Yep.
And you just move swap on the way to Stray, and this is going to be a long fight. Unfortunately, just the way the fastest routing occurs, you have to fight this guy before you upgrade your Dragon Tooth, before you're at full strength. So it's a pretty long one. This is one of the more annoying fights in the run.
Oh my god.
You see how many attacks he has to do here. Stray is very tanky. He has a very large HP pool. It's almost the same as Calamite, how much HP he has, although he has less resistance than Calamite. And you can really tell at this point of the run. And of course he flies up at the very end, wasting even more time.
I made a mistake because like he was on the hill, so I had to aim higher in his
you missed that one
his
hit.
tail. Yeah. So the thing is, when you aim at the tail, you have to keep in mind the elevation differences between you and Stray, because it's different depending on where he stands and where you stand.
He's a huge slow boss, but he's actually really easy to miss.
Yeah, exactly. Because one of the AoE attacks that he does when he puts his staff into the ground, it just like it is most convenient to punish in the tail because that way you
Yeah.
get away from the AoE itself.
Yeah. You can get one going out and one going back in.
Yep.
Pretty easily if you hit the tail.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to miss.
Yep.
So now, like I said, we're on basically this like mini quest here to get like full damage. And one of the big sources of damage in this game is red tearstone ring. We aren't going to actually get the red tearstone ring. We're going to use a glitch to acquire it without having to pick up the actual item. And the item that we're going to take one item and turn it into the red tearstone ring. And the specific item that we need to create the ring is in the painted world. And that's why we go to fight Stray to get the doll to come here early. Even though like we don't really have great stats for Stray, it's just way faster to do this. Like actually going to pick up red tearstone ring is really slow.
Yeah,
We can do this on the way.
Yeah.
And
Have you got time for a donation here?
Yeah, feel free.
Yes. So bringing us to 5K in total donations
Boggers.
is Soap Sinclair with a $301 donation saying Franker Z.
Damn, thank you so much.
Sinclair.
That's a lot of money. 5K hype. What
Hell
am I
yeah,
doing,
5K,
man?
$300
Oh my
help
god!
support.
What is this? What the Nice stun log, dude.
you got like stuck in the stair or something.
Yeah, I got stuck in the stair, got hit, then Crow cancelled its attack animation, was like walking off from this micro ledge, staggered me with the Goomba stomp, and start another animation immediately.
So Dan was going up those stairs there to acquire the item that we are turning into red tearstone ring. It's the red sign soapstone, but it's kind of a precarious run up the stairs with all those crows. Usually not too bad if your pathing is good, but you know things can go wrong. Dan went a little too far left there and got stuck.
And yeah, I got stuck, and I got like confused for half a second. I'm like, well, why am I not moving? I'm not used to like if you fail this pathing, you just you walk off to the left part and you don't get stuck necessarily.
So let's see it again. And at the very top, after getting the soapstone, you're gonna see I guess the first fall damage cancel using a delayed roll.
No, not delayed roll. I don't do delayed rolls.
Oh, you're gonna use the dragon tooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suck at delayed rolls.
Like we used to.
So I don't do delayed rolls.
Nice. All right. That's
I
just
used to do
a
the
plunge
fist plunge
animation,
at
and you can roll out of the animation there.
Yeah, the thing is that
fall damage.
Yeah, the thing is like a game allows you to cancel certain animations into the other animations faster if you like buffer them. And the thing is, if you hit the ground but there is no more ground below you, game still thinks you're on the ground, so it allows you to roll.
Yeah. So this is a quit out right here, which is partially for safety, but it's also just faster because you can actually get a double hit on Priscilla here at the very beginning if you quit out nearby, which will save like basically a whole attack cycle. It used to be you wouldn't do this because you wanted to know where Priscilla was, but with a very particular location in the arena where you lock onto her, you can see where she goes no matter where she goes. And you see the lock on followed her, so Dan knew exactly where she was. This is like one of the worst spots for her to warp to, but yeah. All right. And now we have taken care of the painted world, and we can go and set up the ESM glitch to get red tearstone ring, and then continue to get stronger by also going to Hydra to acquire a dragon scale, and we need a dragon scale to upgrade our dragon tooth. So like I said, this is just a whole like sequence to get as strong as we can as quick as we can before going into the DLC and second half of the run.
Yep.
So he's going to go down to Andre and do a bunch of menuing here. He's going to buy a bunch of arrows, and then he's going to store the arrow quantity, and then use a glitch called quantity storage on Andre to buy a pike that weighs the same as 999 pikes while popping the golem soul at the same time.
I bought
And
longsword.
He's going to buy a few other things and prop swap the Crest of Artorias, and then he's going to look at the pike again. And that will come in later. But right now, just keep in mind, he does not want to quit out at all because he has a quantity stored internally, a negative quantity from the viewing the pikes. But what the pikes do is makes him super heavy, which causes a glitch to where he can't actually remove his ring. And it's a very complicated, I don't even know how to really explain it to you, but basically he's going to do some wacky stuff here, and he's going to turn that into the red tier stone ring. So now he has a red tier stone ring. But he's also crammed, so he can't like do much with his rings, and he can't pick up like new equipment or just drops on the ground immediately.
Yeah, so basically I have no space in my inventory.
Yeah,
this is why I can't
he's
unequip the
crammed.
ring. Yeah.
He's crammed, but he's going to drop that and reset the pike, because the pike's going to be used later for just like different utility purposes. But right now it's so heavy, he needs to reset it. And he's going to rest here and attune homeward as well, just for later. And here's where he's going to drop the pike to reset it.
Mm-hmm. Waiting homeward here just because it's like...
It's just the best
You
option.
need to, like, if you have to stand up from the bonfire animation immediately, you still have to wait a little bit till the animation plays. So
a lot of routes,
plays.
You would see people just quitting out on that door because it's faster. But if Dan quits out, it's going to clear that stored internal negative quantity that he got from viewing those pikes at Andre because of some internal math that the game does that basically works in unintended ways when you have a huge pike like that in your inventory. So he's trying to get through this without dying, without quitting out. Because if he goes through any load screen, it's going to reset that quantity. He's going to lose a good bit of time if that happens. We're going to go straight to Hydra and try to take out... Oh, no! And there it is. Lost the quantity.
Dude, I got the slow.
Yeah,
no, I mean, like, I got
a
a slow plunge. Like, I was thinking maybe... Like, that slow fall, I think I was not able to salvage without delayed roll. So, like, I tried to quit out.
Maybe, but delayed roll would have made it a lot easier.
Yeah, but I don't do delayed roll if I fail the plunge here.
Well, that's okay. Like, Dan can still back this up and restore that delay, that negative quantity. It's just going to be slow. Yeah. What we wanted to do was take that negative quantity all the way past Hydra and then use it to duplicate the dragon scale that Hydra drops. Now we're going to be able to do that, but we'll have to go back to Andre to set up the negative quantity again.
Yep. I do it every second run in my attempts anyway, so I got used to it very well.
I guess you're going to do the RTSR backup here.
Backup?
Oh, right. It's just pike. Yeah. All right, here's the plunge again. There, much better. When you get that slow fall, it's like easy to die there. So this is going to be the Hydra kill.
Hydra kill is pretty cool because we no longer use like shield for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that first jump is really stylish.
Yep.
And you need some extra souls, so you're just taking this downtime to pop this soul. Because it is actually very expensive to upgrade.
There's also a little trick. When I kill Hydra, I make sure to cancel my running attack animation with the Hydra death animation.
Do you still have a soul from Priscilla? Because I think you're going to need it now to dupe.
Yeah, I did the wriggle again. I back up my negative storage every second attempt on average. Like I've done that.
All right, just making sure you're good on that.
Yeah, you use Priscilla soul.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use Dark Sign or Homeward Bone, but you need like just extra. You need the extra souls to upgrade Dragon Tooth for Seath, basically, because you will spend all the runes, all the souls that I have right now for quantity storage.
Everything you're doing here just gives you barely enough souls to like be able to upgrade your Dragon Tooth twice. And you use that on Seath, and then Seath gives you the rest of the souls to be able to upgrade to full, but it's going to be a little weird here because of Dan having to back this up, but that's okay.
Nah, this is...
But we have rescued Dusk and then immediately killed her. So we can enter the DLC fairly soon. So Dan's going to redo the whole pike setup. Do you have 2 pikes now?
No, I dropped bike already.
You dropped it completely. Okay. Professional backupper here.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to get back to the right amount here. And this is pretty much going to be where we want to be.
Yep.
All right.
So now I have enough souls to upgrade my Dragon Tooth to +2, as I would have normally. And next thing, we go to Duke's Archives, because Duke's Archives is where, like, after we killed the Hydra, we unlocked the key to the DLC, basically.
Yeah, this whole like route is trying to get you strong and into the DLC as fast as possible.
Yep.
Essentially, so we're going to go straight to Archives now that we have rescued Dusk, so we can kill the golem that drops the pendant. However, we have not rung any of the bells. So Dan is going to have to use a skip called Swag FGS, Seamwalk Archives Golden Fog Gate skip,
Yep.
to skip the Golden Fog Gate here. And it is very annoying, honestly. Especially this beginning part is pretty annoying. After that, it's not too bad.
Dang.
That first try jump.
And this is why it is annoying.
Yeah, this first part is super annoying. But once he gets like set up, he's just gonna use a lot of like rolls with bow zoom to get along this like tiny seam without falling off. And the good thing about the bow zoom is you can only roll in like 4 directions, so it like limits the amount of angles you could even take. And using like very specific aims, you can get along this seam without too many issues. So yeah, at this point, Dan probably has this. Although the dismount can be a little annoying.
I got very slightly.
Yeah, just barely.
Like ultra very slightly.
I think you can still like get through this though.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you're good.
This skip is like, it's not difficult to do without dying, but it's
hard to do fast.
difficult to do very like as fast as possible consistently.
Full speed, this is hard.
Yeah.
If you take your time, it's not too bad. And here's this. Now we have to get in bounds, which is a little annoying. Dan's gonna do a thing called a store jump. So he's gonna jump with very little stamina, and then as soon as he returns to neutral, he just gets a jump while zoomed in.
Yeah.
And that allows him to clip in bounds here. And he doesn't quit out just for safety because this boar is very dangerous.
Because boar can kill you, easily. If you like some RNGs, he just
absolutely wrecks you.
There is not much you can do.
All right, so we're gonna get a move swap here.
Speaking of being destroyed,
yeah, we're going to destroy this pendant golem.
Speaking of getting destroyed, the hollows can.
Yeah, the hollows.
Absolutely, and now
for sure. This is
one hollow hollow tried to mess me up, but he didn't make it in time, luckily.
And here's going to be a very interesting method of Duke skipping, utilizing the arrow glitch.
Air rolls. Yep.
Yeah, not meme rolls.
As I like to call them.
Dan has a very specific. Dan has a very specific equip load setup, which allows him to chain rolls in the air.
This is one of the reasons why Pyromancy armor is OP, because for some reason, like the values that Pyromancy armor has are like
very good,
very powerful.
But he did right there was he just set himself in a very specific spot on the edge of the elevator to where he got this thing called an up warp, because the elevator like shoots up in like 1 frame whenever you load in, and it just carries him all the way to the top there, out of bounds. And then from that position, he just air rolls out of the stand-up animation and then does a Duke skip. And it's a little bit faster than riding the elevator up, like you might have normally seen people do. And now he's just, on his way to Seath. And the main reason you come here this early is just to, get access to the DLC while you still have that bonfire in Darkroot, because you cannot teleport to that bonfire normally.
Yep.
You can only rest there and then teleport back to there.
Yep.
But you don't want to have to run back from Undead Parish. So he's doing this whole like sequence with that bonfire still active. You want to go to the DLC from that bonfire, and you need to get the pendant golem killed here, and you might as well take care of Seath on the way. Wow, are you going for slow quit out?
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty good jump, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very clean. So this is a cool
Nice
skip
one.
called slope quit out, which gets you to Seath a little bit faster. Yeah, that's an NJ right there.
NJ.
Nice jump. This that is like a really easy to die to
Fail
jump.
skip. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you die to it, then you didn't have to do all that stuff all over again. It sucks.
Yeah. But as I
Yeah,
said, because
weird.
it's a derust run, I'm just like derusting. So like,
Yeah. This is just
I do all the stuff I do normally. Yeah, basically. For me,
But,
this
so-
is just a practice run, guys.
we're taking care of Seath here, since we might as well while we're here. And Seath is also going to give us a bunch of souls.
I use
which we're gonna
keyboards
use.
to break the crystal.
Yeah, you can just do a quick turnaround and it aims you directly at the crystal.
Yep.
So we're going to use the souls from Seath to then upgrade Dragon Tooth to +5. And then we'll basically be full strength before the DLC. And then we can like we
And
could
in
immediately go
DLC,
there.
We are not going to be full strength because of no move swap.
Yes, in a normal run. Right. But before we go there, we're going to take care of Gwendolyn, because this is just like a opportune
yeah.
time to go ahead and go there while you're resting to upgrade.
The best part about taking care of Gwendolyn is that we break his AI and kill him without a single RNG interaction.
Yes, this is
It's the best part.
the best AFK like in the game. Maybe Nito is a close second, but like this one saves a buttload of time and turns like the most random and annoying boss into something 100% consistent. Like this is like the best AFK, period.
Absolutely. Like
boss
Gwendolyn
is
in
super bad.
any route, magic route, ranged builds, melee builds, no matter what. Like this boss is just like an RNG clown fiesta. But with AI break, you can get him consistently down every time. And
The
it's-
best. A lot
And
of
the fight is not
the
interesting
yeah.
as well.
A lot of the AI breaks don't really even save time, or sometimes they're just slower. And sometimes they're a lot slower for bosses, so you don't do them at all for most things. But like some of them, it actually just saves like a lot of time. I'd say Gwendolyn's the main one. So
Gwendolyn
you don't see
is
AI
definitely-
breaks everywhere, but in certain spots, they're very, very good.
Okay, so since we have incentive met, I'm going to fight all the bosses in the DLC without move
Yeah.
swaps, Dragon Tooth.
This would
It's
normally
going to
be normally you would destroy these bosses, kind of, with a move swap +5 Dragon Tooth, Red Tier Stone Ring, but it's going to be a lot more annoying for Dan. At least you have a bunch of endurance.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
for
mean,
having
I will actually take the
I'm excited
bonfire.
to see. I was about to say, are you gonna do this with RTSR or not?
It's-
No. I mean, I will take the bonfire after Guardian, probably.
Yeah, sure,
because,
sure,
like,
sure. Yeah.
I guess it's worth it. Well, Guardian
You're gonna-
should be easy. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is like whatever. He's no match
Famous words.
to my might.
Rage.
Where did he land? Brother.
Two.
Insane.
Yeah, nice.
3 hits.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, one down.
That was an easy one.
So
The rest will be a bit more annoying.
taking this
Don't get harder.
bonfire is going to, like I said before,
Yeah.
break that bonfire that he has in the Dark Root Garden, which he wants to go back to fight Sif and Butterfly, but now he's gonna have to just run there, which is not a huge deal. But like in a optimized run, you really wouldn't want to rest here at all. You want to go through the whole DLC without resting it, not at all, because he still hasn't taken care of all of the Dark Root bosses. Are you going to do the AI break here?
What did I even... I don't need the AI break because I don't have RTSR. Whatever. What am I doing?
Well, it's just faster. It's just faster to go the other way.
That is true, though. Yeah.
It's not a big deal, though.
I kind of wanted to, but then I was like, yeah, I don't have RTSR, so I don't really need to do AI break. But
it's just
then,
like faster,
it's faster.
tapping.
Yeah,
that's all it
but
is.
you recalled me a little too late for my decision to be reverted back.
Dan's gonna.
I'm just gonna die, and then I will need to.
I assume you're gonna do RTSR,
brother.
Artorias.
Oh wait, didn't equip something.
Yeah, you need to. You don't have your hilt on.
Oh, I healed. Yeah, because I didn't have AI break.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Dan's trying to set up for his air roll glitch again to do this Royal Woods skip here.
Okay, let's activate the elevator.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, here I'm gonna unequip DCR, so I will have RTSR for Artorias.
So long.
Just stop for some shopping here at Chester. He's like nice.
Oh my god.
Consumable merchant that's just right on the way to Artorias. So you see him in a lot of runs that come to the DLC.
Okay, Artorias is one of probably the hardest fights without move swap because this guy can be pretty annoying.
I believe in you, Dan.
I believe in myself too, but haven't proving very useful so far. Though I did the slope quit out.
Best RNG.
Okay, I'm not gonna punish this. He's way too far away.
Oof. It's really easy to accidentally get the
oh my god,
roll cancel whenever you do that turnaround there, and then you just don't get a roll at all. Yeah, honestly, like Artorias is an annoying fight, in my opinion, because you're just kind of just waiting around for him to do something punishable. All right, that should be it.
Easy fight, man. Well done.
So now we get to see the star of the show.
Oh man, I realized I need to kill dogs without move swap. That's the real deal.
This is going to be interesting. So there is a strat that was incorporated into Dark Souls All Bosses runs about almost 3 years ago now. Called Gothless. Melee Gothless. Instead of doing this whole like side quest where you go into Ulasil Township and get the crest key and then go talk to Goff to get him to shoot down Calamite, we are actually going to kill Calamite while he's still flying in the air. Because it doesn't look like it, but the hitbox for his tail actually extends all the way to the ground. So you can, even though it's difficult to hit, you can actually hit his tail with a melee weapon.
Whatever.
But Dan is not going to do that with move swap, which is what you usually do. He's going to do it without move swap. So this will be very interesting to see.
This is fine.
This Gothless strat saves a lot of time because you don't have to go into Ulasil Township at all when you couple it with the skip that we're going to do after Calamite.
Okay, this is a bit weird because now I need to unequip DCR. So I need to use on controller. But like I tried the opener a little bit with like with no move swap. It's like I don't know.
You can hit
I don't know what you need to.
You can hit Calamete's tail with your fist.
Oh, let's go.
While aiming your camera down. Like, it goes all the way to the ground. Like, it's very possible.
The timing is like a little bit
Yeah,
different because the
it's all
attack
timing,
animation
really.
is like, yeah, that's a rare
It's
cycle. isn't
timing
it?
and
Yeah, it is.
positioning.
Heck.
How many hits will this be?
Probably like 7?
6.
6? Okay. So right now, Dan is going to be using this other glitch involving the HP bar being deloaded to see when Calamite comes back. You can see the HP bar in the background there. Whenever you deal damage to an enemy in this game, if you don't look at them, there is an HP bar that is loaded in, but it doesn't appear until you look in their direction. And that tells Dan when Calamite is actually coming back in. He's loaded back into the game, and that tells Dan when to go.
Okay, that was rare cycle opener, so 6 shrug should work.
Yeah, and he's using these shrugs to time the entrance and exits of Calamite. But it's not completely consistent, so using the HP bar is really what you want to do, and you kind of just use the shrugs to like time how you move your camera, because you don't want to move your camera too early, because then you'll see the HP bar as Calamite is leaving, and then that will prevent you from seeing the HP bar when he's coming back. So you want to time your camera positioning here just right and see his HP bar while he's coming back, but not when he's leaving. So that's what this whole like shrugging camera manipulation thing is going on. He's just trying to look at the direction of Calamite as he's coming back to see the timing.
Another rare cycle.
And this, he's looking at the reflection of Calamite in this little water puddle over here to tell what Calamite is doing without triggering that HP bar. And he's getting certain cycles and he needs to like move to manipulate Calamite to do something different.
Okay, I'm not sure. It should be like 2 more.
Nice.
Would you guys be alright
one.
for me to read a donation while we wait?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
just after this fight?
I would say go ahead and do it now.
Alright, well, $50 donated from Heart Attack Prevention Society saying, "We would like to please ask Mr. Danflesh to stop creating more work for us with that Artorias fight. Thank you very much." Jeez.
All right, so that is Calamite dead, and you see Calamite has the death animation there, and Dan can just quit out, and since this arena is still unstable ground, it's going to teleport him all the way back out without him having to climb out using that ladder, and Calamite's going to die about now. There he is. And now Dan's going to be going back the other way to do another skip called Township Skip. So we're effectively just going to skip Township completely. And this makes the DLC like extremely fast in this route. And it's going to incorporate plunge and an extended delayed air roll. So he's going to go down this huge elevator shaft all the way to the Chasm of the Abyss and air roll the whole way down with a very specific setup.
Yep, starting with the delay roll.
Yes. Nice. And now we have done like all the DLC without going into the.
Oh wait. Just in
into
case I'm
Township
not gonna
whatsoever.
equip the Dragon Tooth. Okay, I'm not sure about like how you kill this mage without move swap. but
Probably
I
just
guess
running
we'll
attack
figure.
it.
Okay, she
Hope
died
it
in one.
works. Okay, yeah. Nice. I can tell you did a lot of preparation, Dan.
Of course, of course.
All right, so this is going to be a tiny little skip, Manus Foggate skip, which saves just a few seconds and also is used to set up his HP. And you can just drop into the arena with no fall damage here. Because it's just programmed to not have fall damage, I guess. The Dragon Tooth rolling attacks are not too bad, although they don't have great range.
That's a Rain. I'm not sure I can punish Rain without move
Yeah, I
swap.
don't know.
It's raining today.
If you rolled into those uppercuts, you could probably punish.
Maybe.
Here comes the shotgun. Get 2 in. Nice. Another shotgun.
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
Did God
0
gamer.
deaths. Super smooth, actually.
Hell
Yeah.
And that was the
Oh,
DLC.
shit. I actually need to run all the way back, right?
Yeah, I know. 'Cause
Already forgot
This is why you don't want to take a bonfire in the DLC. Is which you clearly didn't need, Dan. Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't need it. But
But now he has to run all the way back to this Darkroot Garden bonfire because he still needs to take care of Sif and Butterfly.
yep. Just
Which
a
you could
little
actually do Sif and Butterfly before the DLC, but like the DLC is so difficult and random that the
Yeah.
run is really just like all about getting there as fast as possible.
Yeah, it is
So
just
you can just get it out of the way.
yeah, exactly. Like there is no difference, therefore, like it doesn't make sense to.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to do
the
the
only
less
advantage-
reset heavy parts before.
Yeah, exactly.
More reset heavy
The
parts.
literal only advantage is that you could take a bonfire in the DLC with less punishment on it.
Yeah.
But that's like only really useful for like a marathon run or a beginner. If you're going for like optimal runs, then it's just better to go DLC first.
Yep. Okay, so butterfly fight is actually super cool.
Yeah, it is.
Mega giga cool.
So one of the problems with the all melee, all bosses route was, oh, we're gonna lose time on butterfly, right?
Yep.
Just have to eat this time loss, right? Because butterfly, it flies in the air. You know, you need magic to shoot it down to save time. Well, no, actually you don't. There is this really cool setup that was originally found by Androv, and then there's a slightly different setup for it that Kumul found that makes it just a little bit easier. That Dan is going to combine with a pike move swap
Yeah.
instead of the rapier move swap to actually kill Butterfly while Butterfly is in the air with the Dragon Tooth, using the specific positioning and a visual cue. I think you probably use the visual cue
yeah.
of the tail. That's what I use for it. No, different one.
I
This
use
is the
Thorn.
old setup too.
Thorn.
Yeah, this is the Androv original setup.
I'm the
Dan's
old
gonna
man.
do a back step with certain timing and actually hit the wing as it's floating down to just the right spot. And
And the thing is that pike move swap also
Yeah.
deals multiple hits.
right, but it
so-
deals them in faster succession
Yep, exactly.
than the rapier, so it allows you to get both of those hits in fast enough on the wing while the wing is exposed. And now
Yep.
we're on our way to Sif, and this is annoying RTSR setup, but you know, Dan didn't have too
Consistent.
much trouble there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is like an interesting AI manip that if you block while knight runs toward you, it increases the chance of knight two-handing significantly, and we
Yeah.
need two-handed attacks from the knight that we use for RTSR setup.
All of the two-handed attacks work well for setting up.
Yep.
The one-handed ones, it's like not so good. The Sif fight
Very not
shouldn't
so
be too bad. Sif is, of course, can be kind of
Annoying,
random
yeah.
depending on the opening. But if Dan gets the right opening with the combined with this quit out strap, which causes Sif to turn around as he's picking up the Hornet Ring. If Dan gets the right opening, it should be a pretty good fight, though.
Yeah, fun fact is that I was doing the quit out on
I
Sif
know
like
the
forever.
Russian Sif, but it's different than what
Yeah,
we're
it's
doing
different
originally.
because
But
Hornet Ring-
still, like Dan was the pioneer of quitting out here because you can quit out to skip the animation of the door, but it makes Sif act a little
Oh
weird.
my god, that was like
This is okay. Oh, that was sick.
that was
Sick
very
fight.
close.
That was cool.
Oh no, failed
And
menu.
that is all of Darkroot done. And this is going to be the final level up of the run. Dan's going to get some comfy bit and 34 strength, which is literally just a one-shot pinwheel later on. And now we are going to do a really cool skip called Blighttown Skip. And Dan's just setting his bonfire position here before going to Blighttown Skip for a wrong warp that he's going to do after doing all this next part. And
what a wrong warp is.
No, go ahead.
Cool, but confusing. Good, but confusing. But like, yeah, right now we're doing Blighttown Skip. I'm not gonna do the so-called armorless setup because I don't know how to do it. So hopefully I don't get wrecked by slides and stuff.
Yeah. So Dan's trying to set his position in just the right spot on the edge of this elevator using these setups, and he's going to put his position into New Londo for like less than 4 frames. So his position won't update. It'll still be up top, but New Londo is actually going to load. It's called a transition clip. And
we've got a slide.
He spawns in with no ground beneath him, which causes him to get
my own setup.
this
I think
delayed splatter.
It isn't.
I think Dan is dead. Well, not quite.
No, I'm not dead. Dude, I don't remember my own setup for the slide anymore.
So what happened here is on the splatter, Dan landed in a slightly different spot from what he intended to. So his aim setup to get down was slightly different. So now he's kind of in a weird scenario right here. You can air roll down from here, but it's a little annoying.
I equipped something wrong.
Yeah.
What did I equip wrong? I don't have a rapier.
You need a rapier and
pike. I need rapier.
We used to air roll to get down here like a long time ago, but it's like really annoying. Yeah, you need to kind of like come at it from like a very slight right angle, but it's easy to miss. Yeah.
That's fine. Expected, anticipated, calculated death.
Yeah, almost got it if you were just like, I think maybe a little closer.
Yeah. This is something even I don't really practice for my backups in the runs, like how to do the meme rolls here, because it's a meme.
Yeah, this is like super old strats. But what he was trying to do is after getting out of bounds there's a seam below you and then another platform that leads to another seam. And he's trying to land on the seam above to get to the platform below because the platform below is too far down. He'll just die like he did right there. But if you land on the seam above and then fall down to it, you won't die. And that's what that aim setup he was trying to do was supposed to do, but since he landed in a slightly different position than what he wanted, it didn't work properly. So we're gonna go for round 2.
The aim was super shit. Like I don't remember my own setup.
You don't remember your backup? Yeah.
Yeah. So like maybe I should have.
It's called getting a slide on your splat there.
Yeah, it changes your position, and like that little change is enough to make the usual setup not work sometimes. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's completely random. Like you cannot
that
slide
looked flat. That looked like a flat landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No slide.
This
so we should be
hopefully should work fine. So he's trying to land on a seam above here and then roll down to the platform below. And then he can run along this seam. And at the end of this seam, he's going to try to do a really long delayed fall damage cancel roll, which is going to put him at the very end of it in Quilog's domain. Skipping Blighttown. Oh my god, Dan. Jeez.
Failed quit out moment.
Classic.
This is fine. The classic, yeah. Failing quit outs is like most of the times you die to the seam walk because you just fail quit out. You don't really die to anything else on the seam walk other than failing quit outs. I mean, you can actually get an extremely fast fall to the left side where you can like quit out in time like
There's
almost
one
ever.
Spot
Yeah.
one spot where it like sucks you in, and you'll die pretty quick if you don't quit out fast. Also, it should be pointed out, since Dan did not take Thief or Master Key, we can't even go to Value Drakes to get the blank.
Yeah.
Like we actually, there's not even like there's other ways to get to Blighttown, yes, but like it would be super out of the way. So
Yep.
this is just definitely the fastest way to get there.
Okay, I've got the flat quit out again.
Even if you have Master Key, this is faster to get to Quilog, but without Master Key, it's definitely faster to do this.
Oh my
Like,
god, man. What?
Maybe you got a
Really?
stored roll.
Well, attempt number 2, huh?
Yeah, I want to see this air roll work.
Okay, so I died, so I was like too far away, right? Like my animation.
I think you were too far away.
So I need to stay closer.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I need? I need pike and rapier. Okay, let me stay a little closer. Oh my god, what is this? I actually have never learned like this strat.
No, this is classic, man. This is what we had to deal with. Any percent runs when Blighttown Skip was first found.
No.
This might be. Oh, just
that was still too early.
Yeah.
So I need like to stay either. Yeah, I need to stay even closer to the ledge if this happens. Okay, this is some high quality Blighttown skip segment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's full of memes.
This is a hard skip. It's a hard skip.
I mean, I don't know why it didn't work. Like, why my...
You might have gotten a stored roll while going down. This is a big reason why I like doing the plunge nowadays instead of doing the roll, because the plunge just eliminates this like problem completely.
I was trying to do the plunge thing, but it didn't help me at all. So I just didn't understand like what was the value. But I guess like stored rolls is...
Yes. It's a little faster, and it helps eliminate stuff like that.
I mean, getting on a seam after plunge is like...
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like you need to get used to it.
You get used to it, yeah.
I did get the slide this time. Okay.
Now
let's try to memorize.
Look like a slide, yeah.
Okay, so what was my aim again? Like, I don't remember. Was it like this? Let's try like this. Should work.
I like that you're just shaking.
Easy. Not easy.
Wow, I can't believe it worked. I honestly cannot believe that worked.
Nah, that's fine. That was calculated. Oh my god.
Oh, Mike.
Take it slow, man.
Oh my god, man, like...
Slippery seam today.
Yeah, dude. Someone put some bunch of soap on this.
To be fair to Dan, this is like the hardest skip in the run. So.
Yeah, like this skip is just... has a lot of things that can go wrong. Yeah. Like, for example, I can fail delayed roll.
Yeah, it's not over yet. He has to do a delay roll into Quilog's domain here.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Insane first try.
Nice. There you go. And you can see the power of, doing Quilog way later in the run. Dan is just going to obliterate.
Oh my god, man.
You lost.
I missed.
Unless he misses. That's still pretty good.
That's fine. I got the aerial hit, so happy.
This is a really cool sequence, though, because you get to do this Blighttown skip into another really flashy skip called Fire Sage Elevator Clip. So Dan's going to drop down here, which is going to set up his HP for Red Tearstone Ring. He's going to set up on the edge of this elevator and spam a bunch of quit outs. And the quit outs are going to slowly move his character backwards using the stand-up animation. And if you look, the elevator's loading in like slightly after him. And you couldn't just quit out on top of the elevator because it's unstable ground. It would warp you off of the elevator. So you quit out like right off of it and slowly get pushed back, and eventually you just fall right through. And he needs to do an extra quit out here so we can fall through correctly. And just does a plunge right on top of the boss, who is plungeable, which is Fire Sage Demon. The only reason it's plungeable is because it's literally just like a copy of Asylum Demon.
Asylum
you can
Demon.
plunge attack.
Fun fact is that you can't plunge Stray Demon, but you can plunge.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, you can. Just, but like, there's normally no way that you'd be able to plunge.
Yeah,
back,
exactly.
other than this like skip, it just like allows you to not take damage, and it also skips the Golden Fog Gate. Like, it's amazing skip.
It's super cool.
And then we immediately go into the first wrong warp of the run, just going to take them all the way to Lower Undead Berg skip to take care of Capra Demon here. Nice. There's the Lower Berg skip with the fall damage cancel. This is a kind of a sketchy spot here with these dogs.
Oh my god, that's fine.
Yeah, this is gonna be no move swap Capra as well.
Well, I have the insane backup fight strats, so
Nice.
professional backup.
Yeah. All right, so that's
Everything has a
Capra.
backup.
And now we can immediately go to Gaping, where we're going to do another skip called Depths Out of Bounds. It's going to use a transition clip as well, similar to the thing that we did to get out of bounds at the elevator on Blighttown skip. We're going to do a transition clip here to get out of bounds in the depths. Dan's just going to quit out as he's passing this unstable ground zone here. And if he does it correctly, he'll just like clip out of bounds.
Yep.
And he got it. And so now Dan's going to maneuver through this like out of bounds area to get over to where the channeler is and where the rats are. Because there's a little like railing over there that you can use to jump straight into the Gaping Dragon arena. It's a Gaping Fog Gate skip. This is a very annoying jump to get on top of this railing. Let's see. Oh, we got it first try. Nice.
Yes. I'm pretty good at this skip normally, but
sometimes just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And now we got to pray that Gaping slams. Any slammers? Yeah, there we go. Oh, Dan missed, but it's fine. Okay.
What is my dark side?
That was very, very smooth.
That was pretty smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time for the strats that I have not really practiced for, but
Oh yeah, you're gonna do the Centipede AFK?
yeah, I will try to.
Nice.
Except I did not unequip the Dragon Tooth, I think. You need to unequip Dragon Tooth. That's something you do on a stand-up.
So this is like kind of a
From the Gaping.
newer strat. I've actually never done this AFK. It looks a little sketchy,
It is very sketchy.
but it should
Kinda.
save time over the normal fight where you fight him on the platform in the middle.
Yeah, that's a slow entrance. Oh my god.
Nice. Very cool.
Gamer. Hell yeah.
Gamer moments. Dude, I have no clue. I almost got killed by that arm attack. But yeah, this is like the newest strat that QQ found very recently. So the thing is that this AI break is different from the normal AI break that we do, because this AI break makes boss aggroed at us, but he can't kind of attack us. And that's the difference. So boss just goes toward us, not doing anything, and we'll lure out the boss like where we need him to be.
Yeah, they'll still
With this version
move,
of AI break.
but they just won't be like aggroed. It's, yeah. But as soon as you like hit the enemies, like you just deal damage to them, they're immediately aggroed.
Yep. I mean, that's the cool thing that I got Centipede strat to work. I've never made it to work in a real run yet, only in practice. I always failed something about it. But coming up next is the everyone's beloved Bed of Chaos. I think it's the only. No, I mean technically Centipede can be counted the same. Like the only boss that saves progression, even if you die.
Yeah, even if you quit out, yeah.
But with Centipede, the thing is that you can you can cut the arm and get the ring and then refight the boss, for example. But here, like the entire fight progression is saved between attempts.
Yeah. So like you really only get like one shot for the Toki Bomb strat. But you know, it's not too hard to do. The real concern here is just the threat of Firestorm killing you after you go into the middle.
It should not be an issue if I don't mess up the stamina.
Yeah, because you do
have so much endurance and you have green blossoms. It does help. We should trade like worst case scenario.
Yeah. So as long as you nail the bomb throws, it should be fine. Right, there's one.
That might be a little bit too high. That's fine.
That's where I aim. All right. And no Firestorm.
Nice. Okay, we have one more boss left in this area that we are going to kill, and that is going to be Ceaseless. Yeah.
But we are going to do a wrong warp to get to him a little bit faster. Set our bonfire here in Firelink and wrong warp to the Demon Ruins where Ceaseless is.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, why we need Fireball spell. Oh, oops, I didn't unequip DCR. Is that Fireball animation is so fast, so if you spell swap Fireball with the Homeward effect, you can move your character before Homeward effect actually activates. And that is what allows you to perform the Homeward Wrong Warp. That you interact with another bonfire while Homeward effect supposed being in a queue for activation. Yeah.
It's extra useful because it also allows you to set your bonfire to warp back to. So now we also have our bonfire set to Firelink.
Yep.
So whenever we finish here, we'll just go right back to Firelink, which is where we want to be to go to Four Kings.
Yeah, in Dark Souls 1, if you warp to bonfire, it doesn't set your last bonfire to the bonfire that you warped. You have to rest at it.
Yeah. This is going to be a pretty fast Ceaseless kill here.
Another reason why Pyromancer is the chosen class.
Yep.
Pyromancer's pretty good. Right. You'll see a lot of I guess maybe challenge runners do the Ceaseless cheese, but
it's
that
slow.
shit is slow. You can just murder this guy real quick.
Yeah. And the way I fight this boss, I always get the same attack by standing in the correct spot. Yeah. And that way it's very manageable. But some of the attacks that Ceaseless has, they're fucking cursed.
Yeah, if things go haywire, Ceaseless can be scary, but as long as you do everything correctly, it's a consistent, easy fight.
Okay, next boss is Four Kings, because we actually need to place Lord Vessel.
Yeah, we still have not placed the Lord Vessel at all. And there's very few bosses left, but in order to get to Nito, we need to place the Lord Vessel. So now we're going to go do that through Calf after killing Four Kings. And we're going to get to the Abyss in a way that's unconventional, using a glitch called Seal Skip here. We're going to avoid having to move the crank to lower the water by doing
I also got the running attack version.
Yeah, that was a nice
pretty
setup. Mm-hmm.
That was kind of scary because
Yeah.
It like worked at the very, very end of the
You
run.
also almost quit out too late,
Yeah.
but you got it. That was good. So we're gonna drop in out of bounds, pretty much exactly on the spot or very nearby where the second king spawns. And Dan's gonna drop an item here to know where he needs to run for the second king to spawn in. And he already just knows where the first king is gonna spawn in, general direction from where he lands here.
Oh.
And this is gonna be a pretty quick one. Oh, you got the magic. That's
He didn't attack?
you killed him before it went off.
Yeah, I think I killed him before magic.
So you see, like he's dealing a whole bunch of damage. So it's going to be a very easy 2 kings here because you can deal damage to the kings while they're dying. So you can just do massive overkill damage.
Overkill damage, yeah. Because the main health bar hitbox exists for longer than the actual king hitbox exists.
And Dan redid move swap there because he wanted to equip a bunch of other gear.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get
take
ready
the
for-
Abyss Bonfire just in case.
Sure. Which means you can't wrong warp now, right?
Yeah, I can't wrong warp. Well, I can wrong warp, but I'm just gonna wrong warp to a different place.
Yeah. So you just need a warp to Fire Lake now. But he's already set up for air rolling, which he's gonna do in a second on the way through catacombs. Taking like I said, taking the Abyss Bonfire just for safety.
Yep. So coming up next, Pinwheel. Extremely scary boss, but not because of the boss himself, but because of the enemies before the boss.
Yeah.
Like Bone Wheels, like 1 in a century, you will get the RNG from Bone Wheels that will just annihilate you. But 99 years before that, you will have no issues at all.
Well, like I'd say the most annoying thing here is the Necromancer can shoot you while you're trying to air roll
I do AI break.
down.
So
You do? Okay, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
There's no threat of it.
Yeah, with the AI break, you eliminate the skulls and like necromancer factor entirely. So that is why AI break here is pretty nice to do. Oh shit, I thought I got the animation cancel. Well, that was copium.
Almost did, actually.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do AI break anymore because I got so much damage that I don't want to do this without healing. So we'll have to pray for
It's the
skulls
Necromancer's
and
time.
necromancer RNG.
Now's your
Yeah.
opportunity. All right, so here's going to be air roll. Just
Oh,
skip catacombs
no.
completely.
Oh my god, this is why you
he
AI
hit the
break
skull.
it. Here it is. This is why you AI break for this. Oh my god, that was close.
Nice. Okay, we're good. And immediately going into Pinwheel, which is like I said earlier, this is why you get 34 strength because you like barely one-shot him with 34 strength.
Insane boss
Oh,
fight.
there he is. Yeah, good job. We get
Okay,
claps. The tat for Dan.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice
next
boss.
area is pretty cool, like movement area. Like the Tomb of the Giants is entirely dark area with like a lot of elevation stuff going on, and we have a pretty neat pathing to go through it as
Yeah.
fast as possible.
I think through here is pretty fun.
It's very satisfying to execute.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite places to just speedrun through. No bonfire.
No bonfire? I mean, I guess I could take the bonfire because I took the Abyss bonfire.
Too late now. I mean, there is the other one right there.
I mean,
All right, you better not die.
I kind of just
Upcoming,
forgot about the fact that since I got the
'Cause you
Abyss
have
bonfire, I
this
can take
bonfire.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Dan executes the strat coming up without messing anything up, the fight should go fine. It is easy to mess up this AFK. I would say out of all the AFKs, it's like the easiest one to like mess up because it's a little particular. But this is a really, really amazing strat that on Nido, which like
pretty
previously
crazy,
in the
yeah.
past with like melee Nido fights, you would have to like get some heavy armor, and if you wanted to use red tier stone ring, it was like really, really risky, even though it saved time. But with this AFK strat, Dan's going to be able to take care of the skeletons in the arena and kill Nido before Nido can really do anything with the power of RTSR and move swap. So let's see if he can pull it off here.
Okay, slow entrance.
He does get a lot of retries if he messes it up, if he can recognize that he messes it up before the skeletons kill him. All right, this looks good.
What?
No. Oh, okay. All right.
That was weird.
It looked
I
like a
this
fast
worked.
entrance to me, honestly.
Oh, but if it would be a fast entrance, then like the first part wouldn't work, I think.
All right. So now Dan needs to set himself back up to retry. So he needs to like heal and then ring swap and
Need to equip
all this
Pyromancy Flame and
Yeah.
then ring swap. And then two hand and then select Green Blossom and then quit out. Luckily, like pinwheels can't really hit you there because collisions help me a little bit.
yeah. Well, you have all these green blossoms basically until you can't do the strat anymore.
Was that 4? I feel like I rolled too many times.
It was 4. I think it was 4.
Okay, that's a normal fall.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, all good.
Nice. Second try. Very,
I mean,
very
the
cool.
first try was like kind of weird, yeah.
You may not have canceled out of the blossom or something fast enough. Like I don't know. There's
don't
so
know.
many tiny things that can go wrong with that.
Why am I wrong warping? Fuck. I've wrong
wrong
warped to the
warping
kill, though.
to?
Never mind, I can't wrong warp
Oh,
here.
okay.
Oh
Well,
yes,
yeah, I
because
mean,
like
it is the
Beast
last
Bonfire
bonfire.
was before. Yeah, okay, never
so
mind.
it works. All right, so now Dan is in the kiln off of wrong warping from Firelink Altar using the Nido's bonfire, and we're on our way to the final boss.
Hell yeah. Frank Aziz in chat.
Yeah, this is the moment to post your dogs.
The Franker Z moment. Okay, so the Gwyn fight is annoying because it's RNG heavy, actually. Because we cannot punish certain attacks that he can do. If he just does a grab attack, there is nothing you can do really about it, so you just lose a bunch of time if he does it a lot.
Do you have enough HP to survive 2 fast attacks?
Yes.
It's unlikely that he does 2 fast attacks, no
Can do
follow-up.
3. Yeah.
It's
I mean,
unlikely, but it's
It's
possible.
very unlikely. Need to be Nax
Yeah.
for that to happen.
But yeah, mostly it's just like a threat of losing some time to RNG here. Not usually a threat of dying unless you...
And you can quit out too early as well
Yeah.
with the quit out strat.
All right, but it's just going to be 2 parries. So there's 1.
Oh my god, I almost failed that.
Nah, that was a little late, yeah, but still got it. All right, and then he quits
GGs.
out.
So it's the same principle as I quitted out in Capro fight or in Gargoyles fight. Yeah. The thing is that, yeah, the fight is on stable ground and I quit out right after...
By the way.
Oh yeah, time. Right after the fight is over, and my unstable my stable position is not updated. So after quit out, I spawn inside the Dark Ending cutscene. Trigger.
Yep. GG Dan.
Cat clap.
GG.
Very entertaining run.
That was pretty comfy. Like we had a lot of
The
bullshit.
DLC was awesome. Very good. The
Such a
Novoswap
smooth DLC.
was super good.
Well, thank you. I practiced for the entire like 10 minutes for the DLC.
You're practicing all your life.
So yeah.
You guys have any last words, anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for having me. My all bosses, Dark Souls 1 all bosses run got rejected initially because we just forgot to like accept it in the Wengus. So when we made the schedule, we were happy that we finished the schedule, but a few hours later we realized that we forgot to actually add my run into the schedule. So I guess in the end it made it into the schedule, even though Milt was not able to.
Speaking of, we have a $100 donation from Miltriv, and he says, "Big thanks to Dan. I was supposed to do a run in this block, and sadly just couldn't do it. With very little warning and time, Dan immediately jumped to help, figured out a cool initiative, pulled off a dang intense and fun DLC. Today, Dan, you are my hero, and the marathon is lucky to have you."
Yeah, good job.
That's from Miltriv.
Thank you so much. I mean, this run was very slow, but it was fun. And I don't care about speed anyway, most of the times I play the game. So yeah, thank you for having me. Was fun. I'm looking forward for Relay Race, where I might or might not commentate. At the very least, I'm gonna, since I kind of am an organizer of Relay Race, I might have a few words to say before the run will start. But coming up next is Dark Souls 2 Old Bosses run, which is like old patch, old bosses. Old bosses,
no DLC
and
by Alibaba.
It's a pretty cool run.
It's a very cool run.
Alibaba is pretty cool. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, and see you a little bit later.
Yep, see you guys soon. I'll still be with you for that one more run, and then so we'll be back very soon. So now we'll be going into intermission. Thank you guys very much, and thank you to the runners.